I'm here at Pittsburgh King on the north side, and unless you're a student here, you can't walk in those doors over there, but thanks to the special podcast that WESA just released, you can get a unique perspective of what goes on inside this school.
It wasn't going to be a podcast. I just wanted to make a first day of school story. I wanted to get the sounds of kids excited about their new teachers. I wanted to hear a school cafeteria.
King is the kind of place where if you walk in the door, it's kind of like you've been there the whole time, and you get swept up in the action.
Happy first day!
I was just welcomed with all of this trust.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, oh, you're here now. This is how we do things here. You're part of this.
Yeah.
We're going over here now.
Here's
we're
your
going
walkie.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And I just kept coming back because they let me.
That's why your experience here was so different than probably what you're used to, because we're a community school. We're like,
yeah, come on in. Come on. For those who aren't familiar, community school, the school serves as a hub for various supports within the community. So we have several partners who come in. We also offer mental health services to our students and families through our partnerships as well. So that's something that we're very proud of.
The very first day I was here, it was back to school night, and I was talking to a 4th grade student, and I asked, you know, I was just warming him up.
How are you feeling about back to school this year?
Nervous every single time. Back to school, first day, nervous. But when I'm with my boys, it starts to brighten my day up, and I don't get nervous no more. Because when you see your best friend, you already know how it is.
That surprised me. It took me aback because it was so succinct, but it was about the truest thing I've ever heard anybody say about friendship.
Oftentimes, you know, when there is reporting on schools, it is very basic. You know, it's like, oh, test scores are high this year, test scores are low, this good thing happened, this bad thing happened. And so what do you hope people get from listening to this podcast?
I hope people get hope.
Yeah.
King has had its own narrative over the years. And like I said, we've worked really hard to change that. And I want people to get hope and want to send their students to King.
when I am building relationships with people and then I tell them where I work, they're like, oh, you work at King. You must be strong. You got it going on. And I'm like, what do you think you know about King? Students are more than test scores.
Yeah.
They're not just a number. They're not just data. They are people with an entire story. And when we show our parents and our teachers and our students that we care about our children, we care about them, we care about the whole child, not just what they produce for us. And that builds a layer of trust with our families.
My background as a principal is a social worker, so I'm constantly looking at things through a different lens. I'm looking at how everything impacts our students, whether it's here at school, at home, or within a community.
Why do you think that you are a favorite teacher for some kids?
I think because I'm serious about my job. Like, I'm serious about you. You're the whole reason why I am here. So, and I think I'm kind of fun.
When I walked into the school, I didn't turn off my microphone once. I just caught everything. And so I ended up with 50 hours of tape that I squeezed down into what ended up being 6 episodes.
Before leaving, we got a tour of the King Closet, an initiative started by Miss Hoffman. Over the summer, she'd found a storage room full of school supplies, clothes, and books. She didn't want them to go to waste, so she worked with staff and students to create this unique school store.
So I worked on unpackaging, organizing, hanging, folding, and now it's a complete store. It's equipped with like 10 clothing racks. You have your tables of books and school supplies.
Students can shop using the points they earn.
And every time they shop, they have to get a book.
And they get to shop around the closet.
Yeah.
So it's hilarious what some of these kids come out here with, because we get a lot of donations. Last week I had a 5th grader strutting down the hall in some like 5-inch heels, and I'm like, whatever you want to buy, girl.
She said they were for her.
Whatever you want to buy. I don't want to shut
And
you
that's
down.
the thing, there's, like Ms. Hoffman said, there's a plethora of things in there that kids are able to grab things for their siblings, grab things for their parents. Maybe a birthday is coming up and they don't have any money to go buy anything for their parent. They can go into King Closet and be able to use their PBIS points.
Whoa, a pill bug's life. I think I learned a lot here. Though the coming years are full of uncertainty for many of Pittsburgh's public schools, the staff at King is looking to the future and thinking creatively. And now, thanks to WESA, you can listen in on some of it.
What an interesting look inside. You can listen to all 6 episodes of WESA's King podcast right now. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen. We'll have a link for you on our website. Still to come on the show, KDKA's Barry Pintar is standing by in the newsroom with the stories you don't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News. We'll check in with him after the break.